Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-July 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post future videos. But let's go and hop in and get started, Leo. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look just at general what's coming through the end of July. You're going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guide. We are also going to do 3 yes or no questions, take a look at your crystal of the month, and do a healing note. But let's see here. Our summary card for last few weeks or month is the time card. Likely things have just been taking a little bit more time than you had anticipated, but let's see what messages we have coming through here, Leo. Okay, the first card that we have is the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression, surgery, really all around some really low feelings. There could have been a relationship that ended, whether it was now or previously, that you've been doing some healing from. The 3 of Swords is also a healing card. Oftentimes it's a card of like taking the sword out of your own heart and moving on. In addition to some things taking longer than they were supposed to, I feel like it was time for this relationship to end, or for you to process maybe some unprocessed feelings. The next card that we have is the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is a card of ill health. So again, we did have surgery and ill health coming here through for you. But this could also be a card of worry or isolation. So again, that relationship could have ended. We could be feeling a little bit isolated at this point. And definitely there's no doubt that some of you are worried about this relationship ending. At the bottom here, we have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a card of reflection. And again, this could really be going either way for some of you, Leo. You could be reflecting on an event that just happened, or this could be now you're working on processing feelings from several months or even years ago. This can also be a card of reunions too. So the reunion or reconnection to somebody could be what's triggering some of these feelings as well. But let's take a look here what we have for clarifying cards. The first card that we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. I do feel like this relationship that ended had not very good traits, in the sense that maybe there was drug or alcohol addiction associated here. It could have been a very greedy relationship, or like using each other for a materialistic perspective. This could also be like obsession, where we just weren't on the same page or hyper focused on the same things. Whatever it is, the Devil is like indicating that this relationship was not right and it was ending for a reason. The next card that we have is the Chariot. The Chariot, it was once described to me as the Vroom Vroom card. This is a card of action, change, being on a journey. And I feel like you're on this healing process journey. The nice thing about the Chariot is the Chariot's always taking us to the next place that we need to be. So if you're feeling a little lost right now, not sure where you're going, the Chariot's here to guide you and carry you through this journey. Then at the bottom here, we have the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience, delayed success, waiting. I feel like there was some reason why we didn't reflect yet to this point. Again, I feel like it was delayed, and we had that card saying, okay, this is the time, or it took more time. And you have the 7 of Pentacles here saying it took time, we had to wait, there was delayed success. But the timing feels right for this. Of course, some of these cards aren't going to lead to the best feelings, but it does seem like now was the time. Now moving on to a more positive note here, Leo, let's take a look at what's coming through the end of July. We have the card Balance. Balance is a really good card. We always want more balance in our life in all aspects, so super excited to see the Balance card coming for you for the remainder of this month. Let's see what other messages we have here. The first card that we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of withdrawal, retreat, moving on. I like the Eight of Cups because this is like a card of going from good to even better, Leo. If you look here, these Eight of Cups are stacked really nicely, but yet this person in the background, they're still walking away. So again, this is that advancement onto something better. Maybe your life is pretty balanced right now, but you're going to get a new balance you weren't expecting. The next card that we have is the Devil card. So we do have the Devil card coming up again. This is again that card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. I'm not sure that these two Devil cards are associated. I'm going to give you the message that I'm getting here. And that's really that, like, it seems like you're focused on what something else is doing. Maybe somebody's buying a house or getting a new car or getting promoted. It's like you're kind of almost like envious or jealous of that other person. This feels like you're watching what somebody else is doing, and you just don't need to be. Life is not a competition. We don't all want the same things in life. So do make sure you focus your energy on you as much as you can this month, Leo. And then at the bottom we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. It's really that work smarter, not harder type energy. I like seeing the Eight of Pentacles though, because this is very much so a card of your hard work paying off. So I do think you're going to be reaping some of the benefits of your hard work going into the end of July. That very well could be that going from good to better as well. But let's see what messages, what other clarifying messages we can give you here. The first card we have is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient, very honest. Communication is key with the Queen of Swords. And I'm getting the message that there's going to be a time this month, Leo, where you need to ask more questions. I don't know the exact context. I don't know if this is going to be work related or if this is personal journey where we're advancing. It feels mostly work related for the majority of you, but again, this is like asking more questions. So just keep that in mind as you move forward in this advancement. There's going to be a time and a place where you need to ask more questions this month. The next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, very practical, very wise. This is about spending your money well. So building off what we were saying with the Devil card is like you saw that somebody did something and you're almost envious of it. Well, let's say they bought a new car. That doesn't mean that you need to go buy a new car, Leo. Again, this is about being solid, practical, wise with our money. The King of Pentacles is also an investment card, so you could have some new investment opportunities. I would avoid something that seems to be overly risky. Again, that Devil card is almost overdoing it, over-exaggerating. So I would be careful of something that came through as overly risky. Now moving on to the bottom here, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of love. It's a very romantic love. It's a card of partnership, proposal, marriage. So definitely some new love energy or advancement love energy here. In some cases, some of you have been working very hard for this relationship. You could be working very hard on yourself to enter into a new relationship, but it does feel like there's some new love energies there. So now let's go and take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. And let's see what we've got going on here. This first card is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is having too many choices, having lots of things going on too. When I see this card, it's often a busy card. You see there's 7 different cups. There's something different in each of these 7 cups. So it just indicates lots of different moving parts. This can also be a card though of being non-committal. So there could be something related to your career or money that you haven't fully committed to. We're going to take a closer look into this, but in addition to being busy, it's almost like You kind of have your foot halfway in, but halfway out at the same time. You're 1 foot in. The next card that we have is the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. It's also very much so a card of courage. I like to see the Strength card anywhere in the reading. Courage could be connected to that 7 of Cups. Again, we're saying where you're kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, Leo. It's really taking that courage to fully commit. Of course, we're going to confirm those 2 cards for you. Then at the bottom here, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very supportive, very tolerant, very empathetic. These are actually traits that you possess, as well as the person on the business side that you're interacting with. So this could be an investment person, a business partner, it could be your boss or coworker. But this is a very supportive type relationship. It's very empathetic, very understanding. They almost seem to be coming through as a mentor too in this next step of development. Like they may be pushing you harder to go for this new opportunity or this new thing that you're kind of so about committing to. But let's see here. The first card that we have, first clarifier we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very patient, very hardworking, but it is new job, raise, or money news. So I would say that if we do commit to this new opportunity, it looks very promising for you. You've been patient and now the opportunity's here and you're kind of on the fence about it. But this new job, raise, some sort of money news, it does seem like a very promising new opportunity. Moving on, we have the King of Cups again. So we have the King of Cups twice there. This is again that supportive, tolerant, empathetic card. There is some sort of mentor, somebody that's pushing you, comforting you, encouraging you to move forward with this new opportunity. So it's nice to see that type of support. At the bottom, we have the 5 of Pentacles. This is a card of worry. Honestly, I feel like a lot of you haven't taken the step. You haven't jumped in both feet, only 1 foot, because there's something that you're worried about. It seems like it's hard to fail with this support system. And I think for some of you, you could be leaving jobs and it's like your boss. You're like, if I leave jobs and I lose the support system, but it seems to be a relationship that extends on. So you're going to continue to be supported if you choose to pursue this opportunity. It does look to be pretty promising. Now moving on our next column, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. So think family, friend, relationship, children, family, friends, relationship, children, really anything that you associate with love here. The first card that we have, Leo, is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very free-spirited card. It's a card that's also very creative. When I see this card, though, it like yells freedom at me. So there does seem to be some sort of new freedom in a relationship. This could be a relationship ending and now you're feeling a new sense of freedom. But you could also be entering into a new friendship or a new stage in the relationship or a new love interest that also feels very freeing for you. The next card that we have is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a really wonderful card, especially in our love column. Anytime we have an ace card, it is a card of newness. In this case, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. So if you're hoping to expand your family, this is a great card for you. If you're hoping to enter into a relationship, this is a wonderful card for you, Leo. Or if you're hoping for that proposal, marriage, all good things there. At the bottom, we have the Empress. The Empress is another one of those cards that I really like no matter where it comes up in the reading. It is a card of creation and abundance. Again, that ability to create any relationship that you want, friend, love, family, whatever it may be. Also another really good card of pregnancy and fertility. So if you're hoping to expand your family, we have some really strong fertility cards coming through for you this month. Taking a look at our clarifiers, the first clarifier we have is the 4 of Cups. At some point in time, there was like a feeling of apathy or a lack of fulfillment. So I really like to see this paired with the Knight of Wands, again, that card that yells freedom. So for whatever reason, your love feelings lately have just been kind of meh, not really fulfilling. But with this freedom card, it's indicating a really wonderful, positive shift. The next card we have is the Magician. Again, Magician's one of those cards we like to see anywhere. This is about turning your visions into reality. With the Magician, anything's possible. So if you are hoping to grow your family, if you are looking for a new relationship, wanting to get married, engaged, proposed, all good things with the Magician, those new things are right there for you, and the Magician can make them happen. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a necessary transition. It's interesting because this card sometimes looks a little gloomy to people. They're facing away from us, their heads are hanging low, and their sword stuck in the boat. But the the boat is moving forward in a positive direction. With this necessary transition, it's interesting. A lot of times this is like it had to happen, but this is more coming through as like a feeling of growth, that feeling of advancement. This can also be a card of actually physically moving or relocating. So keep that in mind. Some of you could be moving or relocating as well. But now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card Revolution. So some sort of major overhaul for you, some sort of major shift, some sort of change at our core coming forward for these next few weeks. But let's see what messages we have here. The first card that we have is the Ten of Cups. For those of you that have watched my videos before, you know this is my favorite card in the entire deck. The Ten of Cups is seriously like the card of everything good. We have a nice full rainbow here, happy couple, kids playing, the grass is green, there's water running, there's a house in the background. It's the card of everything. It's family, contentment, total love, and support. So whatever this shift, this revolution that's coming, it's taking you to this place of pure bliss, this place of everything that you've wanted. We have the Six of Swords coming up again, which we were just talking about there, going through this transition. But again, this is like coming through more as an advancement. And at the bottom we have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, those Ace cards are cards of newness, but in this case this is typically job, raise, promotion, investment, or income. Let's clarify and see what other messages we can give here. This last column just really seems to be solidifying this nice transition, this nice change that's coming your way. The first card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, very hardworking. You're now, again, reaping the benefits of the hard work that you have put in. Could also be an indicator of new love, lots of love energies here, family energies here. We have the King of Wands next, which is that bold, powerful, charming, courageous type energy. This needs to be you leading yourself through this transition, through this leveling up, through this positive adjustment. Just making sure that you have the courage, the charm, the power to push through here. And at the bottom here we have the Tower card. The Tower card sometimes is an unwanted change. And what I mean by that is like we plan A, B, C to happen and D, E, F happens. There's no doubt that this change is coming and this change is valuable and meaningful and exactly what you need. But again, it just may not happen exactly the way you planned it to, Leo. But now let's take a look. I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the Ace of Clubs. This is number 31 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the Two of Clubs. This is going to be the number 46 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the Queen of Spades. This is number 42 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, no, yes, Leo. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of July. Your crystal this month is Diamond, which is good for spiritual freedom. Light, it helps you think big, and it really gives you that far-sightedness. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your note says, "And so I wait for time to heal the pain and raise me to my feet once again. Now I can start a new path, my own path, one that will make me whole once again." Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new videos. If you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you, Leo, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your July.